Okay, I'm back. I just did the live reading and I wanted to come back on for those who missed it and want to just get straight to the point. This is a summary of the Rosh Hashana reading. Very interesting. We have a 6 and a 7 in the middle. We have an ace in the past, which was the initiation that brought us to where we are now. And in the future, we have a 10, which is a cycle of completion. So we can see how this right away is showing us some very clear messages. So in the past, what brought us to this time of Rosh Hashana and the 3 holidays to follow, this cycle of rebuilding ourselves, what brought us to where we are now is the Ace of Swords. We went through a lot of challenges this past year, really getting in touch with who we truly are, what our authentic truth is, coming to that point of confidence that we absolutely have everything we need to move forward in this life. So all that work has brought us to where we are now, Rosh Hashanah, acknowledging that, yeah, it's a time to rebuild myself now, okay? We just came out of Virgo, go season to Libra, making order out of the chaos, coming to a whole new balance. That is why this is the Lunisolar new year, new beginning. So now at Libra season, the initiation of Libra season, we're recognizing that, wow, I've done so much work to shape and refine who I am, getting in touch with my truth, my authentic truth. And now, as a summary of all of last year, I'm going to sit with all that, summarize everything that happened to me, and with all that information and new self-knowledge, all that self-realization that I've done all year, I'm going to make sure that I close up that chapter and begin the new one from the highest point. So Rosh Hashanah, we're initiating this process. We will purify now. Okay, that's what Yom Kippur is coming next. All these 4 holidays happen within a month. Then we have Yom Kippur, we purify, cleanse, and then Sukkot, rebuild who we are, so that by the time of Simchat Torah, we can end the chapter and begin the story of Genesis, the story of creation, fully prepared and ready to actualize the new us in the physical realm. So what we're moving ahead to is completion of the heart, fulfillment of the heart. This is going to be the year ahead, the vision we hold on to. But what's happening right now as we go through this process of purification and rebuilding, as we step into the new year? We've been doing a lot of work in the unseen realm. And this manifests into the physical realm, of course. And so we're seeing that it's not quite time for the harvest yet. We're not like at Thanksgiving yet. It's not time for the harvest yet, but we're getting there. And you can see all the gold coins here, all the pentacles are going to be the fruits of all of the work that we've done, the realizations that we are actualizing right now. So, but rather than be frustrated and ask, where the hell are the fruits of my labor? I've been working so hard. Instead of asking that, we say, I trust there is a time, and I look to nature and I look to the seasons, and I see that the harvest is so close. But all the work that I've done up until now was only to prepare me for the real work now in the physical realm. So we've done all this inner work, all this self-refining, which seems like a whole lot, and it's taken so long because that inner work is deep. But now we are ready for the real challenge that's going to bring us to the fruits of all the labor that we've done, that we've put in. So how does that come? The Lovers, the 6, the fork in the road, the trial, the challenge. Now it's time to prove in this very physical world, to prove that we have done all that inner work, that we're ready to put to use what we've cultivated. And each challenge that arises as we transcend, each challenge, a chariot for ascension, will bring us to a reward instantly. The reward is in the self-pride, that righteousness, and in such a positive, beautiful way, from following the virtuous path, from doing the right thing, from proving to ourselves that we have learned those lessons. Without the challenge, there's nothing to transcend. So we've got to know that all the work we've done, yes, it is so worth it. It is so worth it, and it will be very clear when we harvest those fruits. But we have to do the final step now. We have to prove through rising above these challenges that we absolutely have learned a lot. So we're not fearing the challenges. We are knowing they are inevitable, but simultaneously we are knowing that we are prepared and we have everything we need, because that's what this whole last year has been about. We are manifesting the challenges consciously now. We've been doing it subconsciously forever, so now it's time to recognize that this is the process of life. So let's not resist it, let's work with it. And say, yes, I'm absolutely consciously now manifesting these challenges so that I can prove to self what I have learned, so that I can actualize, so that I can crystallize these realizations that I've cultivated, this knowledge that I've cultivated. Time to put it to use. And as we have created this new us, this new frequency, and we move into the new year, prepared for the challenges to come, ready for the challenges to come, we keep the eye on the prize, which is the overflowing heart, the fulfillment of the heart. That is what this is all for. We don't lose sight of that. We know that ultimately everything in this reality is impermanent, so we don't have anything to fear. And the goal is only to keep that cup full and overflowing, fulfillment of the heart. So hell yeah, bring on the challenges, because we know each challenge is a chariot for ascension. Bring on the challenges, because without them, I would have no way to prove to myself what I've learned. And there would be no reason for even being here in this reality of duality. There'd be no reason for the fall. Remember, there is no fall. There is no rise when we consider the divine perfection of Source. There's no direction there. Everything is one. The fall, the rise and fall, Eden, Genesis, these are all stories to remind us of the pattern of creation, which is inescapable. The field of universal law, which is unescapable. So we're here, so let's do this thing, knowing that we have everything we need to succeed and keep the cup overflowing. Happy New Year.